Welcome to day 4 of drawing every day for 30 days. Yesterday we did Yao Pong. Let's see what we got in store for us today. For day 4, we are recreating this frame from Demon Slayer when Nezuko was first able to use her blood demon art, Exploding Blood. This scene go hard and I'm even harder, so let's get into it. Alright, so I'm gonna tell y'all off rip, I bit off far more than I can chew. After doing that Yao Pong episode, I was like, let me try to step it up a little bit because I really did enjoy that one. And I was thinking, you know what? Let's try to do something with like more detail. And yeah, I bit off far more than I could chew. And I'm not saying that the end result isn't bad. I still end up liking the end result. But I realized that my way of drawing isn't great for something like this. Like, for example, my downscaling where like I draw big and then I just scale it down. Yeah, that does not work for something like this when there's a lot of detail, when there's a lot of parts that are different sizes from each other because of perspective and everything. And that style of drawing just does not work because my brushes can't get small enough to work on all the details and this and that. And of course, I end up scaling things wrong and I'd have to scale them back up. Or I end up using way less space than my canvas is. So like if my canvas was like 5,000 by 5,000, I'd end up only using like 2,000 by 2,000. So there's wasted space that I could have used that I didn't because my drawing style is weird. But overall, I had fun with this one. This was fun to draw. This one definitely took the longest. I think this one took me about 3 hours to do. Because I was messing with everything, I did so many things wrong, but this one was fun. Even though this shit had me sweating, my boots was buckling, brother. Like it was hard, but I really enjoyed it. It was definitely something new, and of course, Nezuko being upside down. I never drew a character upside down before, and so instead of like rotating the canvas and drawing their head normally and shit, I just drew him upside down, and then I realized that that's not the wave and I ended up drawing it normally because I was like, it looks so weird. But yeah, man, this was a tough one. This one put me in quite a pickle, I must say. But yeah, this one was hard, but it was very fun to do. As I was drawing this one, I thought that I would have a really hard time doing the hands because of the perspective of them and just that hands are difficult in general. But when I ended up finishing the hands, I'm not gonna lie, I really liked them. Now, I will say the perspective is way more warped on my hand. It's like her hand is a little more towards the screen, so her like middle finger, I think it was, is like way closer to the screen than what it is in the actual shot. But I still came out really proud of the way that I did the hands there. I thought it looked pretty damn decent. Even her other hand, it was bad at first, but I ended up fixing it and I thought it, came out pretty good. Other than that, my biggest problem was like her I don't know what it is, her clothes. I was having a hard time getting those the appropriate length, getting them the same way as in the shot, making sure her head position is proper compared to her clothes, her hand, and all that stuff. That was probably my biggest thing with this. It was just getting the body proportions of the clothes correctly. But I did what I could. I still think it comes out decent. It's not the greatest, but it is good enough to where I don't think you would notice it immediately. Though to be fair, I'm not an artist, so artists, if you notice something immediately wrong with the end result, please let me know so I can figure out what it is that I messed up and I can try to fix that in the next thing that I do that's similar to this. But overall, yeah, I think it looked pretty good. I think I fixed up where I messed up well enough to the point where you can't notice it, or maybe on first glance you won't notice it. But yeah, I think in the end it came out all right for how I fixed everything. So after I did all that I could, I ended up quitting this one. I wouldn't call it like a failed project by any means. I did do the majority of things, but I ended up quitting everything because I realized I just could not get it right the way that I wanted to. But I liked about 90% of it. It was that final 10% that I couldn't get, and I decided I'm not going to spend more hours trying to fix it when I could just start work on another project. So I ended up quitting this one, although like I said, I probably got like, I would say 80% through with it. So I was like, you know what? That's good enough. Let's move on to the next one. Let's not dwell on this one. Try to get as more art pieces out as you can and to focus on one single one, because then I don't think I could actually improve. So after I did that, you know, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, I struggled this much on a single frame. And animators, anime studios, they be doing this shit every week. They put out 25 minutes of product, or I'll say more closely like 21 minutes of product every goddamn week. And I struggled on this one frame. Yo, animators do not sleep. I know everybody's talking about, oh, Nappa doesn't let their workers go to sleep because they be doing everything. Man, every animation studio do not go to sleep. I'm struggling with this one frame. Imagine what animated studios that only have like, I don't know, let's say 10 animators. Yo, they do not go to sleep either. This shit is difficult, yo. Look, them jokes are still funny. Nappa be overworking, they don't see their families. That shit is funny. I don't care. But yo, I feel bad for them, yo, because they really don't go to sleep. This shit is hard. That shit is crazy. But look, even though I already had the most profound respect for animators, yo, this shit go way deeper than I thought. Nah, I have way more respect for them now than I did even back then, even though I still had the most profound respect for them, because this shit is ridiculous. But yeah, that is the end of drawing every day for 30 days. This is episode 4, day 4, and we drew Nezuko. So if you guys like the video, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all in the next video whenever I get to it. Deuce.